Hear what has been told of the mighty king of the splendid city of Uruk, upon the banks of the great river. Utnapishtim raised his head in surprise at the sight of the stranger approaching. He welcomed him and asked how he had come so far, and how a mortal had dared to cross the waters of death. Gilgamesh told his story, of Enkidu, of the fear born in his heart, and of the long road he had walked. He asked for no glory, only an answer. Utnapishtim looked at him for a long time, then spoke of the fate of humankind, of lives given and taken, without any order the human heart can grasp. What you and your wife did, Gilgamesh said. The old man looked at him in silence and began to tell his story. In the distant past, the god Enlil grew angry at the noise of mankind and decided to bring a great flood to destroy them. He made Enki swear not to tell the secret, but Enki loved the mankind. One day, after I had offered sacrifices to the gods, I heard a voice rising from the reed walls of my hut. It was the voice of Enki, who revealed to me the terrible secret and gave me his instructions. I hastened to do what was commanded of me and built a great ship. We gathered seeds of many plants, brought aboard pairs of animals of every kind and species, and at last my family and I entered the vessel. When the flood came, the heavens opened, the winds raged, and the waters covered the earth. After many days, the waters receded, and the ship came to rest upon a mountain, and we descended to the earth. I offered sacrifices to the gods, and their fragrance soothed Enlil's wrath. Even the gods were frightened by the power of the destruction and regretted what they had done. Enlil chose to compensate us, and granted my wife and me eternal life. Gilgamesh replied with determination that he still sought eternal life. And Utnapishtim proposed a simple trial. If Gilgamesh could remain awake for 7 days and 7 nights, perhaps he could also stand against death. But before the words were finished, sleep fell upon Gilgamesh. His head sank, his breathing deepened. Each morning, a wife of Utnapishtim placed a fresh loaf of bread beside the sleeping Gilgamesh. Each day, the bread dried and crumbled. 7 days Gilgamesh slept until he awoke. When he saw the loaves, he understood. If he could not overcome sleep, how could he overcome death? Seeing his heart break, Utnapishtim's wife took pity on him. She whispered to her husband, and he agreed to reveal one final secret. In the depths of waters not meant for humankind grows a plant thorny as time itself. It does not grant eternal life, but it restores the youth of the body. A new hope ignited in Gilgamesh's heart. He no longer sought eternity, only delay. A little more time. Gilgamesh set out toward the water, with Shanabi walking behind him as witness. When he reached the waters, he tied heavy stones to his feet, filled his lungs with air, and sank into the depths. The weight of the stones dragged him downward, and the waters closed around him in heavy silence. At the bottom, he found the plant thorny and stubborn, but Gilgamesh did not yield. At last he tore it from the ancient mud, cut the ropes from his feet, and rose to the surface. holding in his hand something he had never held before. Possibility. I will bring the plant to Uruk, he said. I will share it with the elders and eat from it last, so all may be renewed and time slowed, if only a little. The road to Uruk took many days, but this did not trouble Gilgamesh, nor did the silence of the man who accompanied him. Having found a delayed death, his heart grew lighter, and the memory of Enkidu no longer filled him with pain, but with gratitude for the love he had known. One day, he chose to stop and bathe his body in a spring. A serpent, drawn by the sweet scent of the plant, slithered forth and swallowed it. Its skin was shed, and it disappeared. When Gilgamesh discovered the loss, he sat and wept. For this I wrung the blood from my heart. For this I labored with my hands. I gained nothing for myself. All the creature of the earth now rejoices. Slowly, understanding rose within him. What is given must be released. After many days upon the road, the city of Uruk revealed itself before him, shining beneath the sun, glorious it started alive, a testament of stone, breath, and human will. Gilgamesh returned to his palace. He washed the dust of the long journey from his body. He clothed himself in his royal garments. Then he sat to give form to his words, to carve his story into memory, not for his own glory.